Top of it, Friday. Let's get into it, shall we? I see it's a cyber outage, global cyber outage. Y'all see that? What y'all think of this global cyber outage? What's this all about? I see like 500, almost 500 flights been delayed and 245 been canceled. What y'all think this cyber outage is all about? Addicted to sports, China began it, you say? We about to find out. That really wasn't the subject of today's, of my little live, but that's the breaking news of the day. You say, is China behind it? I don't know who behind it. I went to the bank earlier and all the systems was down. Couldn't even cash no checks. So that was a trip. So I see like 650 flights so far. This was like an hour ago, so it's probably more than that now. Just out of what's this say? Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson Airport. 650 flights have been delayed and canceled due to this. King Solomon, some New World Order tactics. It was a cyber company out of Austin, you say, DJ Sick? Cyber company, huh? Man, if it's that easy to shut the whole world down, because it say global, like TMZ was saying global cyber outage. So somebody out of Austin, Texas, shut down the whole world? Man. A military attack, it might be. That's what I'm saying. We can speculate all day long, but whatever it is, it's happening. Whatever it is, it happened, and it's going on, and we're feeling the effects of it. So I don't know how that's affecting hospitals and, vital industry. It shut down flights and banks. That's what I've seen firsthand so far. My subject, though, is holding my generation of black influencers or celebs accountable. Holding my generation accountable for selling out our youth. Holding my generation accountable for the terrible condition that our youth is in today. And I'm talking about celebrities. So to me, the celebrity is a microcosm of the macrocosm. So to me, this generation is offspring of sellouts and 304s. This little wild generation that, we feel like is so out of control and we scared of and we can't handle their HDS or whatever, HDD or ADHD. They're just the offsprings of sellouts and cowards and 304s. They really orphans. They're really orphans. This generation is really orphans because their parents was mentally dead. They didn't have to be mentally dead, but their parents chose to be integrity, morality, courage sellouts. Our generation is orphans. They integrity, morality, courage orphans because our generation sold out their integrity, sold out their morality, and became cowards for whatever reason. We look at Sexy Reds and the Sukianas and the Megan Thee Stallions and, all these people that we shaking our finger at. Nah, the finger's supposed to be shook at the parents, my generation, the sellouts, the cowards, the 304s that sold out our youth for the bag, sold out our youth for the fame, sold out our youth for their personal gain, their own personal selfish gain. That's what happened to this generation. And this generation don't have respect for our generation because of that. They might not, consciously know that that's the reason, but subconsciously their nature knows. Their nature knows that our generation left them, with nothing to go on but 304ing. cash rules everything around you. Get the bag, get the bag, get the bag. So this is our punishment. So I'm holding my generation accountable, my generation of black celebs, my generation of black influencers. So that's the condition. That's why they in the condition that they in. That's why you can't tell them nothing. That's why you scared of them. That's why they banging is out of control. You know, they thoughting is out of control. Who they gonna listen to? You can't check them, can't correct them, you can't beat them fighting. You know, what can you do? Join them. You can't beat them, so you join them. Now you're competing with your own children in the strip club, or you're competing with your own children, you know, trying to chase some dudes or some female. You're competing with your own children for fame. You're competing with your own children. Sad situation. So it's our generation's fault, especially the celebs. They have to be held accountable, just like I have to be held accountable. Everybody has to be held accountable. So that's what I'm on. That's what I'm here for. It didn't used to be like this, but it's a new season. It's a different season, a different focus for me. This is what I have discovered lately is my passion now. And I'm just talking. But it seems like everybody is getting a look and getting whatever they point across by talking. So I'll talk some accountability talk. You know, that always seems to clear the dance floor. That always seems to clear the dance floor, that accountability talk. I just put up a post right now, you know, regarding that Trump, that old, I guess, 1984 clip where Trump was supporting Jesse Jackson's campaign. So that ruffles all kind of feathers. But the one I just put up says, why didn't the God you believe in give you a better option for president than Trump right now? Why didn't the God you believe in give you a better option than Trump? I'm hearing all kind of interesting answers to that. You know, why do you believe in the United States presidential election process or presidential elections? Why do you believe in that? And why didn't the God you believe in give you a better option to vote for than Trump? Because nobody's going to beat him. Nobody is qualified to beat him. Ain't no Johnny-come-lately governor or senator or whoever they trying to scramble to put in Joe Biden's place qualified to beat him. Got enough popularity, got enough money, got enough whatever to beat him. So why didn't your God, the God that you believe in, give you a better candidate than Trump, or a better opponent, somebody to run against Trump than what you got? Anybody want to tackle that question? Anybody want to tackle that question? So these are the thought-provoking questions and subjects and topics and content that I love talking about, because I still carry the wounds and I still carry the scars of 4 years ago when my people told me that I was the problem, you know, told me that people like me is the problem because we won't participate in the voting process. So we're the problem and things won't change or can't change unless we vote or die and all of this craziness. And it's the lesser of two evils. They hit me with that the worst. The lesser of two evils. The lesser of two evils. Do you know how hard they drilled that into our heads and into our ears and knocked us over the head with that concept? We got to get the orange man out of here. The lesser of Biden is the lesser of two evils. And I instantly knew that they was, I can't even say it, but they was tripping, because I'm like, you clearly haven't studied, you clearly don't know Biden's track record, right? You clearly don't know Biden's track record regarding black people. it was incredible to me. It was incredible to see the mass psychosis or the mass hypnosis that my people is suffering from. I just didn't believe it. I'm like, damn, y'all run industries and y'all are school teachers and daycare people providers and y'all are doctors and lawyers, and this is what you telling me? Oh, I can't trust you with nothing. I can't trust y'all with nothing. Man, you gonna tell me that factually that Biden is better than Trump? Because what exactly? Because Trump did what exactly? So this ain't about me supporting Trump. This is like, me just returning the same thing to y'all that y'all gave to me. I say it over and over and over. I never voted in my life, but when I keep hitting you upside the head with your own rules and your own judgment and your own votes, now you want to act like you didn't say none of that and you didn't do none of that. I ain't never told nobody to vote for Trump. I'm just reminding you of what you did. What you did. And you can't take it. You can't even take what you did. You won't take accountability. You won't take accountability. So that's what I'm here for. I'm holding my generation accountable, because anybody that's even upset or watching my lives is probably around my generation. And you're the one that I'm talking to. If you got a problem, if you got this big of a problem and you actually voted for Biden, I'm talking to you. If you voted for Biden, I'm definitely talking to you. It's no way in hell that you're supposed to have voted for Biden if you black.
If you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
In my opinion. When you know the crime bill, you know the 3 strikes law, you have the video of what he said on the Senate floor, you have the videos and the tapes where he said other places, you have the video and, in the past and the present.
Another thing about how perspectives change over time. Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, "I'm ashamed that I voted for the '94 crime bill." You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. And in fact, I drafted the bill, as you remember.
I know that.
What he said about reparations and black people in slavery, you have it all. But then you throw out Donald Trump and the Central Park 5. The Central Park 5 versus how many people that Biden destroyed, black families and lives that he destroyed. Okay, we got 5. We got 5 over here from Trump. Let's just say Trump destroyed those 5 lives, Central Park 5. Let's just say he did that. And then he was a slumlord. He was a slumlord, right? That's what y'all say. He destroyed the Central Park 5, our young brothers, and he was a slumlord. Now, over here on Biden's hand, let's see what he did with the crime bill, with the 3 strikes law. Let's see if we put that on the scale, which lives was really destroyed. Okay. Trump was a slumlord. I don't know what that means exactly. If he's saying that he wasn't leasing or renting or whatever, or letting black people move in his apartments or whatever, or he was and they was dumps. I don't know. I don't even know what the accusation is. Compared to how many vacancies of prison pipeline, 3 strikes and you in for life because of powder, cocaine versus crack versus rock cocaine, along with Kamala Harris, but we just sticking to Biden. We know what Biden did, and he doubled down even recently, last 2 years or whatever, and if you ever ask him, he's going to say, yeah, I wrote the crime bill. I crafted the crime bill. I did, Joe Biden, and I'm a Zionist.
I used to say early on when I was a kid, I'd say, when I was a young senator, I'd say, if I were a Jew, I'd be a Zionist. I am a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist.
I'm a Zionist. You don't have to be a Jew to be a Zionist. Okay, well, if you're a Zionist, that means you understand and you support the idea of providing a separate people based on their race and their suffering. You providing them with their own separate state and territory and resources and state-of-the-art technology and weaponry and all of that you agreed to do for the last 76 years. If Biden is telling you to your face, yes, I am a Zionist, there's an inextricable bond, so to speak. Like, I got it all on my tape. He didn't say none of that for black people. What does he say when it comes to black people? I'll be damned. I'll be damned if I feel responsible for what black people suffer. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to ask.
It doesn't matter whether or not they're the victims of society. The end result is they're about to knock my mother on the head with a lead pipe, shoot my sister, beat up my wife, take on my sons. So I don't want to ask what made them do this. They must be taken off the street.
I don't want to ask what society, white society, that's basically what he's saying when he says society. He's saying white people in slavery for the last 400 years. I don't want to ask what happened to these predators. They must be taken off the streets. That's who you voted for. Trump ain't never said nothing like that. Not to my knowledge. If he did, please pull it up. And even if he said it, he wasn't in power crafting no laws to back up his idea, to back up his feelings. And y'all gonna actually vote for this dude and then expect this not to come back in your face, or people like me to bring it back to you. You remember this? You remember you said this? Well, I'm supposed to shut up and forget it? Man, please. Rather than 7. Yeah, that's what this is. Pulling your 304 card. Holding these sellouts and these 304s accountable by pulling their card and showing that, yeah, this is what you did. This is how you sold us out, and this is how you sold your children out. And this generation, now you complaining. Now you want to act like you didn't do it. Well, I remember you did it, and I'm going to hold you to it. Somebody got to pay a price, right? If you sell out, or you turn traitor or treacherous or treasonous on your own people, don't you got to pay a price? What does America do to its traitors and its treasonous? They want to punish them with capital punishment. That's like penalty in American society. You turn on your own nation, you start siding with another nation or whatever, you giving away secrets, or you giving away advantages or whatever to an enemy nation. Hasn't these people been enemies to the black nation here? Are we not at war? Do we not have a national enemy, a natural enemy that we've been tormented and tortured and human by for the last damn near 500 years? Am I lying? Why did you vote for your human? Why did you vote for your slave master? I just can't understand that. I mean, that's rhetorical. I totally understand the Stockholm Syndrome and the 304 of it. But how could you stand up with a wide awake black man and try to justify your 304? Try to justify your cowardice. Try to justify the insanity of it all. You know what I'm saying? Is the dollar, like I said, does the dollar really have power, or is the dollar something that you just agreed on? What was we doing? How was we ruling, before there was people's dollars? Before there was these pieces of paper or these promissory notes or whatever with some white slave master's face on them? How was we thriving? How are we ruling and enjoying the wealth of the planet? Because we're not enjoying it now. The people that own, the BlackRock and Vanguard, they're the ones that's controlling the majority of the Earth's resources and luxuries and all of that and treasures. It used to be spread and shared equally with the population throughout the planet for millions and billions of years. What happened? This thing called money happened, right? This thing called money that you started worshiping with your conquerors and your slave masters' faces on it. With the spells, with these hypnotic spells on it that says, "In God we trust." But then it has a picture of the male conqueror race that did what they did to us. and they attach everything of luxury and everything of comfort and everything of livelihood. They attach it to that symbol, that piece of paper with that God we trust on it, with that slave master's face on it. So what is the psychological, programming behind all of that? In God we trust. These people represented God when they put us in slavery. They said that Jesus was who they represent. They was Christians, and they said that Jesus was white. They painted Jesus was white on every church and every book, every illustration of Jesus that they gave us was white. So when you see the Son, you see the Father. So if the Son is white, then psychologically and subconsciously, then the Father is white. So if these people look like the Father, then subconsciously in your psyche that I can't win against them. They're the people of God. I can't fight them back. I can't stick them, you know what I'm saying? No matter what they do to us, they can destroy our souls. I don't mind, another slave. I out with them. His bullets don't hurt because I subconsciously and spiritually, I think, well, he can just kill my body. He can't kill my soul because he's not attached to Jesus or God. We just out here, you know what I'm saying, doing weird stuff. But those bullets, they hit deeper than just the physical. Those bullets will hit your soul and condemn your soul to eternal damnation. Right? So that's why we got a governor like on our retaliation or on our activism on our, when it comes to the slave master. They don't got it with each other. Why do January 6th? Why do white people not fear to go all out in shit against other white people? They've been doing it throughout the whole last few thousand years of history, the Revolutionary War. That's why that's why we speak English, because they did that Boston Tea Party and that revolt and shit and Revolutionary War or whatever they was doing here. They don't mind shedding each other. Why we scared to bloodshed and they not? Why we scared to bloodshed against our oppressors and our tormentors, but they not? They ain't even suffering no slavery like that, and they ready to shed blood on each other. We not. Why is that? What has happened to our mind that we not willing to fight for our own life? We not willing to fight for our own children's life. We ready to sell our soul. We ready to 304. We ready to 304 for them people instead of fight them people. What has happened to us? Well, our children see that we are total cowards. Not to be respected whatsoever. Total cowards, sellouts, 304s. So that's what I'm here. I want to show the youth that I'm on y'all side. I'm on their side. I'm on your children's side, the ones you can't control, the ones that you scared of. I'm on their side. They just need some guidance and some direction. They don't need no drugs. They don't need no police. They don't need no restraining order. They just need some direction. They need somebody that's really there, hands-on, that shows that they love them and they're concerned about them, and they understand them, and they can agree with their nature and with their sentiment. All the stuff that you didn't do as a parent because you sold your children out for the bag or for some pleasure or to chase a female or whatever you was chasing, instead of chasing the correct information, the correct example to give your sons and daughters. So the radio raised them. So MTV raised them. So BET raised them. So the homies raised them. Because you was out 304ing. You was out selling out.